Andy joins me from there now. Andy, this is major foreign policy stuff for the PM, isn't it? But the big task of the week for him is on British shores, isn't it?
Yes, Julian, that autumn statement that has loomed so large in the calendar for so long is nearly upon us. I've been talking to the Prime Minister about that and about the 5 phone and about how for months now we've been overwhelmed with messages from people who are really worried about the cost of living. And I asked the Prime Minister why those people should have any hopes that anything will change on Thursday.
Well, first of all, I know that that's what's topmost of people's minds. We've been grappling with it for a while, and that's what people are seeing at home, and the anxiety of opening up another bill that's come through on email or through the post box. Now, it's not much comfort, but I would say we're here in Indonesia. These are global challenges that we're not alone in facing, but that doesn't help anyone at home. So what are we going to do about it? Well, that's what Thursday is about. It's about making sure that we can reduce inflation, limit the increase in mortgage rates, and we will do that by getting our borrowing and our debt back on a stable trajectory. That's what Thursday will be about, and that's what I want to deliver for people.
But it sounds like a long term. What about people who are really worried about paying their bills this week or getting to the end of the month? What you're setting out sounds like a long way down the road. Why should they have hope that really this is going to transform their lives?
What I've said is that even as we make what are going to be some difficult decisions to deal with this global challenge that we're facing, we will have fairness and compassion at the heart of how we approach the problem. And I'm confident that on Thursday, when everyone looks at what we've done in the round, they will see that we've strived as hard as we can to ensure that the overall set of decisions is fair and that it's compassionate. And I'm confident that that will be the case.
He could potentially raise more tax by ending the non-dom tax break for people with earnings from overseas. His wife Akshata Murthy used to be a non-dom, but gave it up earlier this year.
One way you could raise some taxes is to get rid of the non-dom tax status. Are you considering doing that?
We're only a couple of days away from the Chancellor's statement, and I'm sure you'll understand.
I'm sure you'll understand. Is that something you think should be looked at?
I can't comment on individual measures, individual tax policies when we're just 2 days away from the Chancellor's actual statement. But what I would say is that I am confident on Thursday that when judged in the round, all the decisions that have been made, people will see that we have strived to put fairness and compassion at the heart of the approach.
I mean, you talk about fairness. Is it fair that people could be living in this country, benefiting from all the services paid for with taxation and not paying any tax on their income overseas?
I believe strongly that everyone should make a contribution and that the contribution should be larger for those with the broadest shoulders. That is an obviously fair principle. And as I said, on Thursday, what people will see is our approach to solving this problem is one that does have fairness, does have compassion at the heart of it, but is also honest with the country about the challenges we face, because there's no point pretending that there is some easy solution to some of these things. And that's not leadership. That's not what I talked about over the summer, and that's not the type of Prime Minister that I want to be.
Rishi Sunak there trying to draw a distinction between himself and his predecessor Liz Truss. Remember, during that long leadership campaign for the leadership of the Conservative Party, he denounced her policies as fairy tale economics. Well, Rishi Sunak's going to present a different sort of story to us all on Thursday. We may not exactly like it, but he'll be calculating that we may accept it as necessary.
Andy, back to you later to hear what the Prime Minister told you about the war in Ukraine, but thanks for now.